He works hardly. 今回、この発言を分析しますね。正直に言いますと、これは英語の難しいところの一つです。副詞の正しい使い方ですね。間違って使うと意味が本当に変わってしまうケースがありますので、気をつけないとその会話がすごく変な方向に行ってしまう可能性があります。副詞の話とは全然関係ないなんですけれども、20年前だったかな、生徒さんと普通に英会話レッスンでね、話をしてて、おそらくディズニーの話でしたね。そしたらね、ウィニー・ザ・プーと聞いたら、In the morning と言われました。その方が When do you poo? と聞き間違えまして、その後、ウィニー・ザ・プーがプーさんの名前だよって教えて、その後もう顔が真っ赤かになってみんな大爆笑しました。でもすごいですね。ちゃんと素直に答えました。When do you poo? In the morning. でも健康的でいいですよね。So let's move on to the job in hand. We'll be looking at the problem, the reason, the solution, and some example sentences. You ready? First, let's look at the problem. He works hardly. He works hardly. Now, I'm pretty sure you've got a rough idea of what's going on in this sentence. It sounds almost comical, kind of like when you're taking the mickey out of someone. But the funny thing is, I do get quite a lot of people making this kind of mistake in our classes. It's kind of like getting fast and early mixed up. It's an easy mistake to make. Hey there, John. How's your day going? Mustn't grumble, you know. Same old, same old. You know, we've been working together for what must be a good 6 months, right? Must be about that, yeah. You work hardly. I work hardly? Come again? You work hardly. You hardly work. Listen, if you've got a problem with my work ethic... What? No, that's not what I mean. You want a piece of me? You're getting this all wrong. So just by getting the words in the wrong order or by using the wrong ending to a word, any conversation can go pear-shaped. In the next section, I'm going to take a good look at the reason. It's a question of adverbs, or more precisely, adverbs of manner. What are adverbs of manner, I hear you say? Well, words like these. Quickly, slowly, carefully, happily, sadly, loudly, quietly, smoothly, roughly, easily, gracefully, awkwardly, briskly, calmly, patiently, angrily, politely, violently, gently, accurately. We're answering the question about how something is done. He walked to the shops. How did he walk? He walked slowly. He walked quickly. He walked happily. So we can see the pattern. An adverb of manner is used directly after the verb they modify. He walked quickly. So most adverbs end with an ly. Angrily, calmly, accurately. But of course, there are a set of irregular adverbs, the outsiders. They do things their own way. Here are some of the irregular adverbs that most people get confused with.
Coming soon to a theater near you, The Outsiders. Well, badly, fast, hard, late.
She plays the piano well. He dances badly. This athlete runs fast. She is studying hard. John woke up late. Now that we've reviewed regular and irregular adverbs of manner and what they actually are, I want to go back and take a look at that sentence again. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Let's bring in that sentence again. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, this sentence. He works hardly. As we learned from our little refresher course in the last section, the adverbial form of hard doesn't change at all. So it should be, he works hard. So why would someone get so upset if you made this mistake? It's only 2 tiny little letters of the alphabet. You want a piece of me? It all comes down to this. Hardly is used in a completely different way from hard. They might look the same, but they are completely different words. A bit like Mayumi and Sachiko. Nope, totally different. So what does hardly mean? It means almost not or barely. So if you use the words work and hardly in the same sentence, you're asking for trouble. It can make people imagine that you're kind of saying they're not working very hard. It's like you're criticizing them. Actually, there's a really famous joke in English. It's really cheesy, but people say it. All right there, Brian, my good man. Are you working hard or hardly working? Oh! So while we're on the subject of adverbs of manner, I have 5 points of advice for you about the best way to use them. Adverb order. If there are multiple adverbs in a sentence, they generally follow a specific order. Manner, place, time. She sings beautifully in the park every morning. Exceptions. There are some exceptions to the placement rule, especially with certain verbs. He carefully listened to her explanation. Here, carefully comes before listen. This is an example of an exception. Of course, you can say, he listened carefully to her explanation. Avoid redundancy. Be careful not to use adverbs unnecessarily. So instead of saying run quickly, just say run. Because the act of running already implies speed. Intensifiers. Some adverbs can be used to intensify or strengthen the meaning of an adjective or another adverb. Very quickly, extremely carefully, incredibly awkwardly, really gently. Variety. Adverbs of manner do give a nice touch of detail to your speech or writing, but don't overuse them. Try using a different sentence structure or some more interesting vocabulary instead. Do you let your kids stay up late during the holidays and cut them some slack? If you cut someone some slack, it means you don't get upset, you kind of look the other way and let them do what they want, even if you think it's not the best way. Listen, you have to put the sales reports together more accurately. This just isn't you. If you say it isn't you, it means you're not this kind of person. You can do much better than this. It shows that you believe in them and you know that there must be some kind of problem.
Remember, put the screws in gently.
Yes, I'll try. He's all talk and no action. So when someone is all talk and no action, it means they just talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. They're very good at giving you hints and advice and information, but they never do anything themselves. I'm sure we all know somebody just like this. My mate plays golf really well. As a matter of fact, he had dreams of going pro, but nothing came of it. If nothing comes of it, then it means nothing happens. There was no result. We talked about going on a trip to Hokkaido, but nothing came of it. The boy walked awkwardly to the girl, plucked up courage, and asked her to the prom. So when you pluck up courage, it means you get some courage from deep within. Something happens. Yeah, I remember I had to pluck up courage when I was making my first few YouTube videos.